What's up everyone? Today we're playing some Rakdos Reanimator in Modern. This is a list inspired by Arc Like Mick, so make sure to check out their content and free sideboard guide. So this deck has a very similar mana base to Rakdos Scam. We have our fast lands, our shock lands, our fetch lands. This list is running more swamps than Scam though because we have a lot of triple black and double black cards. So in order to cast these cards on curve, we definitely need more black sources. For our 1-drops, we have our removal. We have 3 Fatal Push and 1 Bone Shards. I included 1 Bone Shards because it has the discard text, so hopefully we can discard an Archon and then reanimate it with Persist. We have 3 Thoughtseize for hand disruption, 4 Orcish Bowmaster. This is one of the newer cards from Lord of the Rings set, and it's just taken over the format. It's very good, and if you're in black, you should be playing it. We have 4 Persist. This is our reanimation effect. This is how we can get back Archons, and weirdly enough, Orcish Bowmasters, even though it doesn't really do too much. We have 4 Bitter Reunion. This is one of our discard outlets. We can discard an Archon on turn 2 and then reanimate on turn 3 with Persist. We're running 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This is another discard outlet with chapter 2, so hopefully we can discard Archons or just things we don't need and draw into our haymakers. In addition to the second best Lord of the Rings card, we're running the best Lord of the Rings card as well, which is the One Ring. So obviously this card's broken. You should be jamming this in whatever deck you can. This may seem like kind of like a weird include in a Reanimator deck, but it's just so good that you can just draw so many cards and find anything you need. There's some cool things you can do with the One Ring, which revolve around Beseech the Mirror. So we're running 3 Beseech the Mirror, and this is an even newer card. So if you don't know what this card does, it has bargain, so we can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as we cast a spell. So that goes along with the One Ring. So if we have way too many counters, we're about to die, we can sacrifice it. And then we can search our library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If the spell was bargain this way, so if we got to sacrifice the One Ring, if it's a mana value 4 or less, we can just put that card into play. So we could sacrifice the One Ring and just get another one. We're running 2 1-ofs here with Damnation and Sheoldred. So we can Beseech for either of these if we need to. So Damnation, just a great black board wipe, and then Sheoldred the Apocalypse can win games by itself. So Beseech is a very flexible card, especially in this deck. We have a lot of options to get. We're running 4 Troll of Khazad-dûm. So this is just a Swamp Cycler on turn 1, and then we can persist it on turn 2, and it helps us make our land drops. We're only running 20 lands, and in my testing, it's felt a little land light, so Troll kind of helps out with that. And then finally, we have 4 Archon of Cruelty. This is what we're really hoping to reanimate. So we can actually reanimate as early as turn 2 if we Thoughtseize ourselves and then persist it. But more than likely, we're going to be getting this out on turn 3 with like Bitter Reunion into Persist. So for the sideboard, we have 4 Leyline of the Void. Some lists you'll see running her, so now Spellbomb. I just wanted the full 4 Leyline of the Void. It's just a very good card right now. It's good against Scam, Living End. Just shuts down graveyard decks. No problem. We have 1 Sheoldred the Apocalypse. This is a good card against Scam. We can Beseech for it, or we could just draw it naturally if we add more to the deck. We have 3 Moon effects, so we split it so that we have 2 Blood Moon and 1 Magus of the Moon. Each one has its pros and cons. Blood Moon dies to enchantment hate, like Beseech, and then Magus dies to removal. But depending on when you bring it in, sometimes like Tron and Amulet are light on removal. They have Dismembers, but more than likely they have like Beseechs and ways to find them. We have 1 Casting the Fire. This is primarily for opposing ring decks, but can be brought in against artifact decks as well. We have 1 Hidetsugu, consumes all. Hammer has been at an all-time low, but there's a lot of food decks running around, and this pretty much wipes the board. We have 2 Chalice of the Void for Cascade decks. We can also bring this in against like mono 1-drops, so we could bring this in against Murktide or Hammer. We only run a few 1-drops, and we have 2 E's. This is for Rhinos, anything with tokens, Hammer. Anything for like 1 or 2, we can just wipe the board. And then finally, we have Pithing Needle. We can bring this in against Tron. This is primarily for Yawgmoth, but we can bring this in against Hammer as well. Just anything with like, anything that we can needle. We can bring this in against Graveyard Hate too. We can needle like Relic or Soul Guide Lantern. So overall, that is Rakdos Reanimator in Modern. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to round 1. We're on the play here. And this hand is a little land heavy and has an Archon, no way to discard it. So this is kind of like not the greatest hand. In the blind though, I think we'll keep it in the blind. You could argue this is like a mull to 6 anyway if we were to get rid of like a land, but if we can draw a discard outlet, you could also argue that this is a mulligan just because we have no discard outlet and we have no reanimation spell. But we have some early plays, so hopefully in the blind this will just pay off. Inspiring Vantage. So this looks like burn. Okay, so we have push for Swift Spirit at least, and our mana base is pretty painless here. Well, that's not a good draw. That's probably the worst draw. By probably, yes, that is the worst draw. If we can get this going quickly before they get Vortex out. Goblin Guide. Is this like mono creatures? and Rift Bolt. All right, so we're going to let the Goblin Guide attack so we get the trigger, and then we're going to push the Goblin Guide. Persist, okay. So we'll push the Goblin Guide, take one. Persist is a pretty good draw. 6, 7. It just stinks we don't have a discard outlet. So we can play the Black Cleave Cliffs and Orcish Bowmasters and chump for a little bit. If we could go to discard and discard Archon, that would be amazing. So like next turn, no, that would take too long because we'd have to pass here, then pass again. It's gonna be too painful, I think. We're really gonna have to like hope for a either a troll or a discard outlet. We're gonna take 3 here, and then we'll just chump. So at least buy some time here. Burn is an interesting matchup. We don't really have anything for burn. We have Chalice on 1, maybe Needle for Vortex, but we're just really hoping for early Archons. So we'll definitely mulligan more aggressively in the future matches. All right, they target us with Rift Bolt. Go to 15, and they go to combat. All right, so we're gonna flash in Bowmasters here. Pretty easy chump block. They're gonna do some stuff here. Boris Charm. Take another 4. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some luck with drawing out of this. So we'll chump here. Oh my god. The first match of the video, and this is what's happening here. All right, we're just gonna pass, I guess. Ah, man, that's brutal. So I'm passing. I'm not playing a land because if worst comes to worst, we're just going to have to try to go to cleanup, I guess. But the fact that we've drawn 2 Archons is just game over. Ugh, Searing Blaze, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're I don't think we're beating any deck doing drawing like this. Bitter Union, okay. See, now we feel bad for not playing our lands out because we would have been able to persist. So maybe we should have just been playing Tar out here. That's kind of unfortunate then. So if we would have just been playing our lands, assuming that Bitter Union was our only way to win, maybe they just don't kill us here. I don't think they can hit us for 8. They'd have to like bolt. As long as like they don't have Skullcrack. All right, I mean, we're gonna persist. Do they have Skullcrack? Of course they have Skullcrack. All right, at least they have to discard Monastery. So if they don't have, that's pretty annoying. So we're not even gonna attack because we're not gonna gain life. So we need something to chump, if anything. We're dead to Boris Charm no matter what. Because if we attack and they discard the other card, they're not gonna discard Boris Charm here. So if they have nothing, if they just have like a 2 mana 3 burn spell here. But then now I'm like trying to think, if we did attack, we put them down to 4 and then they're dead next turn. But because we didn't attack, they could Skullcrack again. Play a land. All right, they cast Searing Blaze. We go to 1. Do they have the bolt? Yeah, we weren't living that anyway. So I guess we should have just been playing to the out of Bitter Reunion. It's unfortunate. Yeah, they kind of had everything that match, huh? So we won Sheoldred. We won Chalice of the Void. Take out Damnation. Take out a ring. Thoughtseize doesn't do anything. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Now we can mull 2 better hands. And this is not a better hand. So we will mulligan. We'll keep this hand. We have Chalice on 1 here, potentially. We can go Black Cleave, go. Troll could be good. Then we'll get rid of Bone Shards here. We'll just go Cliffs. We'll get rid of the 1-drop. And then if they play a creature, we'll push it and then play Chalice on 1. That's what we're hoping for. We want like a Goblin Guide, ideally. So they shock this in. Is this going to be a Lava Spike or a creature? Yep, Goblin Guide, sweet. Hopefully they hit a land for us. They get Sheoldred. Okay, so let's Chalice on 1 here. It will shut us off some things, but I think it's worth it. They can't play any more creatures, and maybe they play Vortex. Yep. So we need lands. So there's a couple things we can do. We can cycle this. We can cycle Troll to hit a land, and then Bitter Reunion getting rid of Beseech. Because our best draw is Sheoldred right here, so, and they can't path it, so we're probably just going to do that. So a Swamp cycle, get a Swamp, play Swamp, and we will Bitter Reunion, get rid of Beseech, good, find some more lands. So next turn we can play out Sheoldred. And then they just have to like hold up Vortex each time, which I'm sure it's not like that hard. They're making their land drop, so just holding up one mountain's not going to be a big deal. 3 mana, Rift Bolt. Okay, like to see that. All right, Combs, just get another, and we're gonna slam Sheoldred. So every turn they're just gonna have to, they can't tap out anymore, and they're just gonna slowly die to this anyway. Well, they're making their land drops. So we're not going to gain life, but they're going to die pretty quickly. Whirling Vortex. All right, so we'll attack. Get him for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we'll play our land. It's a second red source. I'm not going to Thoughtseize them, especially because we can't because of Chalice. So they go to 7. They go to 5. They're dead next turn if they don't do anything about this. But again, with Chalice on 1, they have no way of getting out of this. They've also played 5 lands this turn. Or this game. All right, we'll just have 6. They're probably just going to show us all their 1-drops. Here's another 1-drop. Chalice coming in clutch, huh? I swear, usually when I cast Chalice, they play their 2 and 3 drops. All right, they play Lava Spike. They play Goblin Guide. They're showing us all their stuff. All right, Chalice did work. So we'll keep Chalice in. They're going to maybe bring in some artifact removal. I don't know if it's for them. if they do, but I'm gonna bring in Needle and take out another Thoughtseize. We can Needle Vortex. So this is an interesting hand. We can get back Troll on turn 2 if we want. So they attack, we play Cleaves. If we cycle, then and they play a creature, they hit us. They kept 7, but they could also just like path this. I feel like Troll's not good enough right now. Like we have removal and persist. Like the hand really doesn't like do anything. Let's try, like I want a Chalice or Archon, I think. I think we're gonna have to keep this and put back the ring. I really don't want to go to 5. We have removal, we have persist, we have Bid Reunion to hopefully discard an Archon if we draw it. All right, so luckily they didn't have a creature. All right, another persist, not really what we want. We'll play this and pass just so we can get a Blood Crypt. Wow, they played this and did nothing. So they have no 1-drops. Another Vortex. Man, I feel like they always have the Vortex. All my opponents have the Vortex. All right. So we take 1, sure. Land, play out Cliffs, and I guess pass. I mean, I guess maybe we should have Bitter Reunion there instead of flashing in Bowmasters because they don't have creatures. And this turns on Searing Blaze as well. So yeah, we probably should have Bitter Reunion there. That was a mistake. Boros Charm, sure. And they're gonna leave this up. Oh, they didn't. Man, I wish we could punish them for that. Well, Bowmasters, even though again it might turn on Searing Blaze, but we need like pressure. I'm good at 10. There's an Archon. So I'm glad we didn't Bitter Reunion there, huh? Ended up working out for us. Discard Archon, play Bloodstained Mire. We'll attack with 1. If somehow they draw a creature and then they just like pump up their stuff and kill us, like if anything they have to use a removal spell. But what sucks is we're never going to gain life anymore because they're going to hold this up. All right, they're cracking Mesa. Let me go get a Mountain. Again, hoping for not Searing Blaze. Goblin Guide, say okay. Damn, they're Searing Blaze. So we're punished for attacking for 1. Maybe we didn't need to do that. Yeah, we're most likely dead here. Beseech. Can Beseech do anything? It's so close. Go to 3. Are we just dead to Bolt here? We draw the 1 ring. Wait, didn't it show Beseech? Oh, we fetched. All right, so they don't have a 1 mana. Man, that's so close. I can't, they always have this. It's insane. So the 1 ring's not gonna save us because they just wait and then they do it. This hits for, I guess we can get the last card out of their hand and we get rid of Goblin Guide. Man, I wish this was an instant or something, then we could just do it again. Be insane. All right, so this is gonna come down to top deck mode. If they top deck something, they win. If they don't, they lose. That's a land. Okay. Oh man, it's so close. 8, 9. Oh, wait a second. They die to their own Vortex here. They go to 1. And then the Vortex. Before they even get the draw. Before they get to see the Bolt. Oh no. They do get the draw. Oh no. Oh wait. Bowmasters. Bowmasters. No Bolt. Come on. Oh my god. Come on, baby. Yes. Our opponent is very upset, apparently. Awesome. What's the reason to lose this game? I don't know. Man, that was a good game. All right, match 2, we're on the play. This hand could be anything. Again, in the blind, go turn 1, get a Blood Crypt. Or we can just play this tapped and then turn 2, get a Swamp, and then Bitter Reunion, Damnation away, depending on what we're up against. I guess we'll try this. You could maybe argue mulliganing to like Thoughtseize Persist hands, kind of like a more aggressive hand, but in the blind, this could be good. All right, so we'll just play this tapped. Scalding Tarn. Pass. Interesting. Another Beseech. This could be Spell Pierce, could be Consider, could be a lot of things. We will cast Bitter Reunion. Definitely need lands. So we'll get rid of 1 Beseech. No lands. Okay. Fantastic. This is one thing we were talking about with being land light, not having any trolls. Stomping Ground. Oh, okay. So this is Scape Shift. If we miss our land drops, we pretty much lose. Okay. We hit a land drop, sick. If we miss that, we were like pretty out of it, I'd say. So right now we look like a weird scam version. So I would love a Thoughtseize to kind of clear the way. Next turn we get to attack with Goblin, Shaman, make a treasure. If we don't draw another land, we can play the ring out and start drawing that way. We could also Beseech for Sheoldred, which is tempting. Explore. I really want to get an Archon into play. Okay, Dwarven Mine. I don't know. There's a lot of plays we can make. Getting Archon down. I would love a Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize would be like great. Another Cliffs. Okay. Yes. We'll discard Archon and I mean, maybe we can just draw a Persist right here. That would be sick. I mean, yeah. If we can draw a Persist here, we could always Beseech. If we draw a land, we could Beseech it and then get rid of, well, let's see. I'm gonna get rid of, Cliffs comes in tapped. I'm gonna get rid of Cliffs. Okay, cool. So we did find the land. So we can Beseech for Persist. But what sucks is that we don't have land 5 for a Bitter Union haste. So let's attack first. But like maybe setting up for next turn is good enough. So they're gonna block sack. 1, 2, 3. I don't think they can kill us next turn. I never remember like the math on these. You guys can let me know. if I was dead or not. So we can the One Ring here, or we can Beseech, exiling a treasure token. So I think we're going to just do it now. I think we're going to go Beseech for Persist. Bargain the treasure away. It has to be 4 or less to cast it. So we're going to get Persist, and we're going to Persist Archon. So we get to buffer our life total, most importantly. We want to stay above 18. We get another Beseech, and we didn't have enough mana to give this haste. So I don't think they can kill us next turn, and I think we should be fine. They play another land, unless they just go, even if they go Titan here, Wish, that's not good. So what are they going to wish for? Oh my god. They wish for Atraxa's Fall. Okay, interesting. That lets them live, but we have another Beseech. Okay, and we draw a land for turn. So let's play this out. We can just do it again, except now we can give it haste. Get a swamp. 1, 2, 3. We will cast with Bargain. Wow, we can even sacrifice the Goblin Shaman. So if we sacrifice this, get Persist, it's not going to matter. That's crazy. We get to do that. Persist, get back Archon, give this haste, and then we can copy. We just make a million Archons. Oh, they discard Dryad. Okay. Oh, actually, we can't copy because we don't have enough mana, but it doesn't matter. They're dead anyway. We were going to give that haste regardless. All right, so against Scapeshift, we want 3 moon effects, definitely. What's not good? Probably Bowmaster is probably not the greatest. All they have are like Titans and Valakuts. Chalice for packs. I don't know if they play Summoner's Pact. They do have Wishes, which just kind of makes everything obsolete because they can just get whatever they want. I really don't know what they have in the sideboard. I think they have like 1 of everything because of Wish. Well, they're definitely going to be bringing in Graveyard Hate. That's for sure. So we can assume Endurances most likely. All right, we'll bring this in. If they're playing like the One Ring, so this can hit that and then can ping things, I guess, if we need to. All right, let's try it like that. This hand kind of sucks. We have Thoughtseize and that's it. Thoughtseize, Cycler, Ring. That's mulligan. We have Blood Moons in here. All right, this hand's better, I guess. I'm not sure. Like I'm in between like Push and Beseech, I guess. Persist is good upside. I'm gonna put back Push. It does get rid of Dryad. So if they have a Dryad, then it is what it is. You can always Thoughtseize something away. They shock that in for Grazer. Draw a Troll anyway. Thoughtseize. Wow, their hand. Oh, geez. Their hand is all ramp, no pamp. All right, so we get rid of Search for Tomorrow and pass. Wow, their hand is terrible. Why would they keep that? I mean, I guess they're thinking like, I have all the lands. If I draw any spell, I'm good to go. They played another Wooded Foothills, crack it. Did they draw something? I'm assuming if they're fetching, they did. They drew Steve. Okay. More lands. That's fine. And they got their basic. Oh, well, we're flooding a little bit. I guess we'll play this and pass. We can, I guess, cycle Troll and Persistent next turn. It's not really where I want to be. They get Sheltered Thicket. I mean, we could always Beseech for Blood Moon. That's a thing. But they're going to have like forests and stuff to cast things. I'll get a Blood Grip tapped, I guess. I don't need to get a Swamp right now. If I draw Blood Moon, I can use this to get a Swamp. I guess I'll cycle here. Because if we're casting this, we're not winning it. I think that's kind of where we're at. Fable, that's a good draw. So we're on curve here, and we're making our land drops, but it's like way too many lands here. Just go get a Swamp, thin our deck a little bit. Fable. If anything, we can pitch these 2 lands. Go get a Stomping Ground just to save time. I mean, maybe we draw an Archon, and then we can Persist it back. Well, they're going to be doing they drew something because, okay, Relic. Okay, I guess Persist is no more. I'd rather them draw that than like anything else. All right, so we will use the ability, get rid of Persist, and Swamp, play a land. What do we want to get with Beseech? Do we want to get the Ring or Sheoldred? All right, they block, sure. I guess here we'll just go get Sheoldred, I guess. Right? The Ring's going to draw us more cards, I guess, over time, so we can draw more things. We're at 15, because we're going to get one and the other with both of these, I guess. I mean, we could get Blood Moon, actually. That would be pretty funny. They only have 1 forest. Oh, yeah, we have to do that. They only have 1 forest. Right? Is that the move? But they can wish for whatever they want. They could have Wish in hand. Wish gets rid of Blood Moon. So many options. I'm curious what you guys would do in this situation. I'm going to get Sheoldred here. I'm going to get Sheoldred because it's a 1-of. So it's like a tutor target here. We could always draw the 1 ring. And then if we don't, wow, they just exile. Okay. So they do that before Sheoldred comes. So that way they don't lose anything or they don't lose any life. All right. So they go to 13 here. Oh, no. Oh, wait, Dwarven Mine. For some reason, I thought this was, I guess Blood Moon shuts off Dwarven Mine as well. Okay, so we're going to flip. Oh, we do draw the Persist, and we do gain life. So we can do the cute play of Thoughtseizing our own Archon and Persisting it back. I might do that. I really wish we had, like, haste or something. Is there a way we can do anything? 1 mana, 2 mana, but then we can't haste it. Beseech can... If we just Beseech for Blood Moon, is there any way we're losing this? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna get Blood Moon, play it safe. We can be cute about, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, they double chump here. I guess we do this. Sacrifice that. Could get Magus. What's harder for them to deal with? Magus or like they could just have like Beseech in hand they're holding. I'm gonna get Magus here. Hopefully that's not the wrong thing. If it is, I'm thinking like they only have one green source. They can get this Beseech. They could wish for something if they really want to get rid of Magus, but they're not wishing for something else. Run in 6. Okay. They return a land, play a land. Okay, so now we get to Archon before combat, and that should be game. Actually, well, then they can just sacrifice Ren in 6, but all right, with Thoughtseize ourselves here. Discard Archon, Persist Archon, and then we can just copy it with Kiki Jiki. Nice, we got there. Match 3, we are on the play. Let's see what we got. These hands have been so medium. These starting 7s on like each round 1. I just like never know. Like this hand can't be a keep, right? 4 lands, a ring, nothing, no discard like Bowmasters. Let's mulligan once. All right, well, can't keep this. This is a good hand if we had lands, obviously. 2 no landers? Oh no, is this how we like lose? Is this just like we're 2-0 and now this is how we lose? All right, we'll keep this. Oh, this is sad. Put back Damnation, this. Wow, this is gonna be our undoing. Mull to 4. Now I kind of wish I kept that 7. Having 2 no landers in a row is messed up. Hopefully this fatal push does something. What did Foothills? Okay, no fatal push. Another Bowmasters. Hopefully these Bowmasters are just like the nuts against whatever we're playing against. I don't even know. This could be anything. See if they fetch like a Triumph or something. Hopefully it's not like 4 color. No, okay, so it's Rhinos. Oof, this hand's not good against Rhinos. This hand's terrible against Rhinos. Yeah, we're just gonna lose. When they untap play Rhinos, we just like straight up lose. Play Bowmasters. Especially if they have like fire and stuff and they just like kill all our things. Mountain. Yeah, there's like a 90% chance we're not winning this. They have 7 cards, we only have 2. They're just gonna untap and play like Sheoldred's Agent. Well, at least they didn't fire these. That's pretty cool. This is gonna be like a Steam Vents or Breeding Pool. Maybe they're playing around Blood Moon. If they got Forest, we assume they have another fetch land to go get an island. So they do have Sheoldred's Agent here. And this is for Flame of Anor. And just like that, I mean, we do get to push 1. Are they playing the stock list? Yeah, pretty stock. Flame, Murktide, 1 Brazen, yeah. Flash that in. And we're gonna do this all in their turn, so that way they can't force anything. Kill a Rhino token. They have 6 cards in hand. I don't even know what we can draw to get out of this. There's like absolutely nothing. We need like land, Damnation, and then them not to have force. So they didn't hit. They hit 1 force in all of this. So there's a very high chance they have a force in hand. Better Union's a start. That's not a start. Oh man. For some reason I was thinking we could discard. No. Maybe they counter it? God, yeah, we shouldn't have played that. We should have waited until next turn. I mean, we can't attack. It just like doesn't matter. If they play another Cascade spell, I'll just concede. Maybe they forced this for whatever reason. They forced it. That makes no sense. They should have just let that go. A small victory, but it's not going to mean anything. That's hilarious. They forced that though. We knew they had it. No, okay. I'm assuming they just drew that because they would have played that earlier. They would have played that on turn 2. They Shotgun Stomping Ground. We'll take a draw step, but they just get in with the Rhino token. I would get in with both. Yeah, they should get in with both. Another one. I'm just going to concede. I don't want them to know that like they shouldn't have countered that because I would just play that and nothing would happen. All right, against Rhinos, we have Chalice, Hedatsugu, Engineered Explosives, Sheoldred. This is out. Let's see. Bowmasters does nothing. Rather have this than Orcish Bowmasters. They're going to have Endurances too, which is going to be annoying. But I don't think we have anything else we can bring in. So we'll try that. All right, let's see if we can actually not mull to 4 here. Nah, we're going to have to mull this. We have EE, but we have like no red sources, no early interaction. We can do better. Guys, mulligan one more time. These hands. I guess we're going to make it so they don't do anything either. So let's, I guess, put back these 2. I'm going to keep the Thoughtseizes as like high upside and Beseech is high upside as well. This is absurd though. The only way we can lose is if we mull to 4 and 5 and just like unkeepable. They don't have a blue source, so maybe they don't draw a blue source. We'll take away Lorien. I feel like we have to go for the high upside here. If we take away Sheoldred's Agent, I mean, we can always take away that next time. They just had like a lot of removal and things like that. All right, so they didn't draw it, or they would have played it this turn. At least like a fetch or shock or something. Well, that's a good one actually. Let's Thoughtseize again. Did they draw a Force Negation? Nice bait spell, huh? All right, let's play our land and then play Chalice. The real spell we don't want to get countered. I guess they drew Force Negation and they wanted to keep their Sheoldred's Agent intact. But unfortunately for them, that's not the case. So they have fire. They have 2 fire nices, a Beseiju, and a Sheoldred's Agent. Oh, wait, they have the Beseiju. Oh, man. No, they're gonna get the Beseech that. That stinks. Oh, they're not gonna play it out either. They're just gonna hold it. I mean, that's smart. Oh man. I mean, at least they need to hit their land drops and then they have to use Beseiju. But I mean, there's no way they don't hit something, right? Damn, they're not hitting anything. I mean, we're making our land drops for Beseech, I guess, but we don't have anything to maybe they don't hit anything and Fofos gets countered. If they hit any land, they get to Beseiju this. Wow, they played it. Is that desperation? No, they had to have drawn another. This had to have been the second Beseiju. They're gonna wait, yeah. We really need like something. We could Beseech. We could just Beseech now and just the One Ring, I guess. They better not have drawn another Force Negation. Or they're just like reading the card. I mean, we could get EE. That'd actually be really funny. Do we want... Is EE the play or is the One Ring the play? Let's go for high upside here. Because if they're smart, they're gonna Beseiju this Rhinos on the stack. We're assuming they're not just gonna do it randomly. But they also countered Bitter Union, so they might just do this randomly. And then we just get like punished for not playing around, them not doing it well. Okay. They did find a land. So now, do they have Beseiju in hand? Like, I don't know. Did they play it out of like desperation? Do they have a second one? I'm assuming they have a second one. There's no way they would have just played this out after like waiting a turn. They crack foothills. This is gonna go get a steam vents. They have green. I don't know what they're doing here. They're gonna ice my land. We can just cycle and make our land drop. I think they're over tapping here. They're over tapping. Okay, wait. They don't know what they're doing. Force of Vigor. Jeez, okay. So they drew that. There's no way we can play around that. Now they're gonna Violent Outburst. Okay, maybe they don't. Maybe we get to draw EE for free. Maybe we should have cycled this to hit our land drop. Oh no, not Hardcast Dispute. Oh, okay. So what's funny about this is that the Rhinos are gonna come off Suspend next turn, and then we're gonna get to EE and just blow them all up. So that's gonna be pretty sweet. We're also gonna tap the ring here to try and make a land drop. Another troll. All right, so we do nothing. Their hand is still two Fire and Ices? They haven't used, I think their hand is legit 2 Fire Ice. I thought they were gonna make the smart play and because they pitched I forget what they force. Oh, they exiled the Shardless Agent. That's what it was. Wow, they exiled Charlotte. So hopefully they don't draw like Force or anything like that. Or yeah, Force Negation or Dispute or anything. I mean, if I was them, I would board out Disputes anyway. So it should just be Force Negation or Bust here. Maybe they just like play another Shardless. That'd be amazing. No, they suspend another one. Oof. This is what we usually encounter, like ends up happening to us. We just draw all the Rhinos. All right, we take one. Are they gonna ice us? I hope they do. All right, we'll draw. Oh, that's a good one. Let's Thoughtseize first, because we're assuming their hand is 2 ices, I believe, unless they pitched one and I didn't see or something. Oh, it's ice and dead gone. Okay. I mean, this can bounce our Sheoldred. This taps it, but this lets them draw a card. Let's get rid of that. All right, we'll cast EE. So we'll probably cycle 1 troll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they only have a dead god in hand. I'd rather have them like bounce Sheoldred than anything else. All right, pop this. Hopefully they didn't draw another thing. Okay, they drew a land. That's good. So I'll cycle this. So there's a world where like you do take the dead gone so you can get the Sheoldred ring combo going. Maybe they don't see it. Another Sheoldred. Oh shit. All right, well, I obviously meant to play Sheoldred first. That was a mistake. Oh man. All right, well, can we play land here? I guess let's Bitter Union first. It won't let us, whatever. All right, let's Bitter Union first before we play anything. Because we know the last card is dead gone. So we get rid of Troll here. Oh, Beseech. We don't have anything in the yard. If we had an Archon in the yard, that would be perfect so that we could persist this. I'm just trying to think if we play Sheoldred and they just gone it, like how much do we care? They gone it and then they just go get a Triumph here. We could also Beseech this and go get, it stinks. There's nothing we can really Beseech here because we have both Sheoldreds and we have a ring in hand. We could like Beseech this to go get another ring, but we could just cast this instead. All right, let's just play Sheoldred. Let's not think about it. But yeah, obviously we wanted to Sheoldred and then tick ring, but they should just go on this end of turn. The next turn we play Sheoldred again and then uptick ring. Rhinos on 3. Yeah, so they go on that, sure. I mean, even if they play Shardless Age, like if they draw a Cascader, 1, 2, they only have 1 left. So yeah, they get the Triumph like we said. Wonder what they drew. A land. That is perfect. All right, so now we get to Sheoldred and ring, which is sweet. Play Sheoldred. Draw with the ring. Draw 4 lands. Wow, that's fantastic. 4 lands. Nothing. We would love like a Fable here or something, or even just, oh man, like I just want to discard an Archon here. But we just drew nothing. Okay, they just conceded, I guess. I'm just like thinking about like the million cards we have. All right, so I guess we'll try this again. So they did bring in the Force of Vigors, which is annoying, but there's really nothing we can do about that besides Thoughtseize them. Fortunately, we did draw 2 sideboard cards here. That was a mono 5 too. That's pretty sweet. The play draw is going to make all the difference, though. All right, so round 3, and we will keep this hand. We have Thoughtseize, Early Disruption, EE, Sideboard card. Maybe we can draw a discard outlet. Opponent mulligan to 6, so we'll see what they kept. Foothills, into Suspend Footfalls, it looks like. Into Suspend. Interesting, okay. So their lands are pretty solid. We can assume if they're getting a forest here. Beseech. Okay, so we will Thoughtseize. Maybe hit a Force Negation. Maybe one of their Cascaders. Maybe, wow. What? Okay, I was not expecting this. Oh, jeez. I really hope we don't lose to this hand. I mean, it's like pretty Thoughtseize proof. Suspend, and then they get to like tap our land if they want. Play a land. I mean, I hope they like ice us or something. That'd be pretty hilarious. They like crack here, go to Steam Vents. I guess they're just playing it safe because they have all the fetch lands. Okay, so they ice us. We'll cycle. So that's like one cool thing about like cycling here is like if we're going to do it anyway, it's just a free card. Yeah, we'll just get a swamp. Another land, not really what we want to see. Kind of flooding out here. We'll just play this and pass. This will just get a Blood Crypt. We'll hold EE for Suspend. We don't want to like expose it to, there's like, it's like twofold. You can expose it to Artifact Hate or Force Negation, but most likely they're not going to be having any blue cards for that. Really hoping they didn't draw a Shardless Agent. That'd be pretty unfortunate, but if they're cracking here, we most likely assume they have, especially if they shock this in. Yep. No, that's unfortunate. All right, well, their top decks have been kinder than ours. This is on 2. Force of Vigor, Questing Beast. I don't think Questing Beast is a good card. Like, yeah, we have rings, but I don't, and like in Rhinos, it's kind of like medium, I'd say. All right, so they played at main phase. Play around something, maybe or man, we're flooding hard. All right, so the cool thing I think we're gonna do is we're gonna EE here, and then next turn we're going to Beseech for Chalice of the Void. We should have played this and gotten a Blood Crypt, but the fact that we've drawn like 1,000 lands is pretty unfortunate. All right, this goes to 1. It's almost tempting to, I was gonna say, it's like tempting to let them attack, like take 8, because if they have another, but I don't think we can do that. Like, it's gonna suck if they have another one. They did not. Okay, that's pretty cool. Bitter Reunion. I think this turn we'll Beseech. Oh man, it's so tempting. Like, what's like the higher upside? So we can Bitter Reunion, discarding Archon, maybe draw Persist, but we can't give it haste. They have 2 cards in hand. Could be a force. They would have had to draw it last turn. Or we could Beseech for Chalice on 0. And then the reason I'm thinking about it is because if we do this, the Rhinos come out, but they can't attack. Like, they could have Artifact Hate in hand, and this gets around that. They could just like Presage you something or Chalice. I think I want to go for the higher upside here. I think I'm gonna Bitter Reunion this turn. Like, I don't care if they get Rhinos and then we Persist and haste next turn. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think what you would do in this situation. I mean, hopefully they don't have. Oh, well, they can't cast Endurance. They could pitch for it. Okay, we'll give it an Archon. Okay, so we drew another Bitter Reunion. Are having all swamps. Now we get punished because we can't play this one either. I guess we'll try this. So the problem is 2, we're not gonna, oh man, actually, we're not gonna be able to give it haste. Did they draw another Outburst? Oh, Subtlety, okay. All right, so maybe we didn't think it through hard enough. Okay, so if we would have Beseeched there and gotten a Chalice, it stops their Rhinos. But now we can't bargain because we get rid of our haste. All right, maybe we should have played it safer and just got Chalice in hindsight. For some reason, I was thinking we could. Okay, they drew another land. What do they have? Please no Cascade. if they have another Cascade, I'm gonna be so sad we didn't get Chalice. Just so punished. Oh, activate Mutavault. Swing for 5. Okay. Yeah, and I wish we had like red for Bitter Reunion. We should always try to get at least 2 red out, I guess. We're still learning here. All right, they have like hard cat. Oh wow, we drew the Persist. Holy crap, that's insane. Let's see if this works. Please no force. Please no force. Please no force. If they have force, we just lose. Actually, come on. Yes. Yes. Oh man, what's their last card in hand? That was a bomb draw. That was very fortunate. They're gonna sacrifice Subtlety, I guess? And what are they discarding? Oh, a land. It was a land. Oh, another one? Yo. Oh, wait. Do we want to get back Troll and give that haste too? Get back Troll. Oh, this is disgusting, dude. Look at this. And then we give them both haste. Oh god. Oh man, they just lose. This is game. They can't block this and they can't block. Oh man, that was Jesus. That was insane. That sequence. Opponent said, "Dang, this deck is nuts." Oh yeah, I mean it can have its nut draws like this. All right, match 4. We're on the play, and I think this is keep. We have Bitter Reunion, discard Archon on turn 2. We can go get a Bloodstained Mire and hopefully draw into a Persist. So we'll keep this. Just kidding. We're on the play. Or just kidding. We're on the draw here. against Hardened Scales. For some reason, I thought we were on the play. Well, I mean, we're still going to keep this regardless. So against Hardened Scales, our life total matters. Let's play Swamp and pass. We can just cycle end of turn. I'm just trying to think if I want to shock in Blood State or shock in Blood Crypt or not, but life total could matter here. Glimmer, okay. They're setting up for a big term. A Swamp, cycle here, get a Blood Crypt. Cliffs, pretty good. We will bid a Reunion, discarding an Archon. Hopefully not draw more lands. Sheoldred's not terrible. We have 4 lands though. So we can go Fable into one of these. Oh, Cauldron. Oh no. Oh man, actually that's awful. I wasn't even thinking about that. Just incidental graveyard hate wrecking us. Ugh, that's so sad. That's like insane actually. The 1 ring. All right, we'll go get a mountain here. No, we'll get a swamp. Play Fable. Next time we can play ring. We're gonna get hit for 4 at least. I don't know what's in their hand though. Oh no, they're gonna eat troll. Put this to 6. If we're on the play, we'd have the ring down at least before they get to do more stuff. As far as this goes, it's not looking too good. Maybe we can like Damnation. We're gonna get to pitch 2 lands at least with Fable. Beseech. So they're gonna Beseech. No, they get to eat Ballista. 7. So they get to ping this if they want, or they can't make this fly. All right, so they're just gonna ping that, sure. Jeez. We're getting killed here. They only have 1 card in hand. It's Beseech, and they're gonna Beseech that. Okay, so they have no cards in hand. So, oh, push. Okay, push is cool. So we push this. So let's do this. Let's make a sweet play here. Play the 1 ring. Give us protection, and then we'll push this. So now they can't use the Ballista counters. Like, yeah, they go to the Ozolith. I guess we'll draw here. This is gonna be a close game now. They have no cards in hand. We have some good cards. I mean, if they draw, ugh, no. That's a good one. Ah, man. Yeah, we're just gonna lose to that. Yeah, we just lose at our upkeep. Jeez, this is a good top deck. So at our upkeep, they should just shoot us. Yeah, damn. Unfortunate. Against Scales, we want Needle, EE, Hitotsugu. Honestly, Leyline Avoid is like nuts against them. What's like not good against them? I mean, I want Cast into the Fire too. Like all these are like nuts against them. Leyline just shuts off. Well, if we have Leyline, we don't need. Well, we don't want Cast anyway. Leyline shuts off Arcbound and Cauldron. EE shuts off all their stuff. Like all this is fantastic. Push is good. Thoughtseize. All this stuff's good. Bowmasters. Bowmasters is like decent too if it picks off like the 1/1s. All right, so I guess we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Just shave a little bit of everything, I guess. Be on the play. Guess we have 1 sideboard card. I guess we'll keep this. We can cycle turn 1 or push something. And we do have EE on 1 or 0, which is pretty strong against them. And they just go Scales again. That sucks. Yeah, it's just, we don't have any way to get rid of this besides EE on 1. So maybe if we'll play this tapped. Maybe if they go like 1-drop, 1-drop and play into EE on 1, that would be perfect. There's a Saga. That's a reason to bring in Blood Moons too. Automaton. And this takes care of constructs as well. All right, we'll cycle again. Not looking too good, I'd say. Especially because they have Welding Jar, so even if we push this, oh man. All right, play land. This is really tough because we can just play Fable and go. I feel like we're gonna have to play Fable go. Maybe, hopefully they make constructs or like we try to get more out of this. I don't know. This feels like a losing battle right now with these draws. They're just like very clunky. All right, they take up the 2. Play Nexus. They play Soul Cauldron. Maybe we put this on 2. That's what it's looking like. Hangerback Walker. Yeah, it's looking like a 2. So what sucks is we blow up these, but then they just Welding Jar this. Maybe we draw Persist. Do we take 7 here? I'm gonna take 7 here. I'm gonna value the treasure token here. All right, well, let's see what we draw. So we do get to discard Archon. Maybe we can draw Persist. Another EE. Yes, definitely Archon. I'm gonna say push here. Oh, we drew the Persist. Unfortunately, we did not draw. Man, if we drew, what's it called? Give it haste. Oh, wait, they have Cauldron out. I forgot about that. All right, so that sucks. Yeah, we lose that Archon then. I wasn't even thinking. The fact that they just like have this is so frustrating. All right, let's attack. Verdant Catacombs. We might just like Beseech. Do we just Beseech this treasure token and get a ring? We could wait to see if they... So there's like a couple things. We can wait to Beseech and Damnation, which gets around Welding Jar. We can try to EE, which will make them pop Welding Jar. And they lose this as well. I kind of like that. Let's try EE on 2. And we'll wait for combat. And then I'll take it out of combat. And then we can do something. All right, yeah, we know they're going to eat the Archon. So obnoxious. But we have to wait until they attack. Like, we're going to give them another Agatha trigger. Oh no. Actually, we'll do this with this on the stack, because if they go get needle, then we're screwed. So we'll pop this now. So this will force them to welding jar this. So this will save us a turn here. Oh, they saved, wow, they saved the cauldron. I was not expecting that. I guess they value the graveyard hate. Interesting. Okay, okay. So they have 1 card in hand. So we can 2-drop again. We can kill the 2-drops. We could kill 3 1-drops. Interesting. I really think I want to save this for Damnation. So I think we play this on 1. Pop it now. It puts the counters on this. I'm trying to think if I want to, I think I want to persist the troll now while this is, they only have 1 mana. So I think persisting the troll is fine. I think it's fine. They're going to pump this. So we'll wait. We do have push and we can pay for push next turn. It just all depends on what their draw is, I guess. They keep drawing Ravager at like the perfect time. Jeez, okay. So they eat the Glimmer Void, put on a Patchwork. I mean, I guess it can't attack. Oh, it does gain flying. 7, 8, 9 if they want. Oh, that's friggin' annoying. Holy crap. All right, so it gets flying, sure. Now I'm kind of sad I reanimated this because now I want to just Damnation. We drew double push. All right, let's push this. They'll sack it, transfer over here. Is this ward 2? Pay for ward. Okay, okay. No cards in hand. We have the board, and then we will swing in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2-turn clock. So they do have Inkmoth Nexus. So this is it. They either draw something. If they draw a land, they lose. They drew something. No, man. It's something, but it's just annoying. So what we do is we just copy troll and they lose. I think they're like seeing it. Yeah, like that doesn't do anything. They do keep top decking pretty well though. All right, we get the Bowmasters. So we will copy troll. Can't be blocked by only 1 creature. Needs 3 creatures. Make a treasure. Damn, I can't believe we pulled that out. So we did draw 2 EE, which is the nuts, like in terms of sideboard stuff. But all right, let's see. Blood Moon. Can we squeeze in Blood Moon somewhere? Like honestly, Blood Moon probably just like, I mean, Blood Moon can just wreck them. But like, I don't even know what else we take out. We're just like trimming on a little bit of everything. Beseech, Blood Moon, maybe like a Bowmaster. It's not really like drawing cards. We'll try that. 2, 2, 2, 2. All these 2s. Maybe we can draw all the sideboard cards again. This hand's not good at all. We have no red sources and we don't really, yeah. Mulligan. No red sources again. Oh man, this would be amazing actually. It's like tempting to keep because like eventually we'll draw a red source, I guess. But if we don't, turn 1 nothing, turn 2 nothing, I don't know. Keep this. We have to put 2 cards on the bottom. Bowmasters and, oh man, it's tempting to, I guess we put Archon. We have the Persist, but we don't have the discard outlet. It's like tempting. This is a rough. I mean, you could argue just putting Thoughtseize, but we kind of want to take the turn 1 Thoughtseize is always really good. We could turn 1 Thoughtseize ourselves. All right, let's go for it. High upside play. If they have Cauldron though, it's just like the worst thing in the world. Maybe we draw like double Thoughtseize? No. If they have Cauldron, like good game. If they have Cauldron turn to 2 games in a row, I swear. No, come on. 2 games, all 3 games in a row. 3 games in a row. We went for the high upside. It did not pay off. They only have like 2 or 3 of these too, so it's kind of unfortunate. And they have an Arcbound Ravager. We'll kill this now before they do any shenanigans. Maybe we can get a Blood Moon going. Won't matter too much here, but it'll prevent future sagas and other things, I guess. Stupid Cauldron. EE. I guess we'll wait on this until it can hit more. I don't even know. Maybe they'll just play like a couple more 1-drops. It'd be great if they played a 2-drop, I think. Well, now that it has that, let's see what they play. I'm going to wait 1 turn regardless, because I'm not going to pop E just to trade 1 for 1 here. Hangerback Walker. Well, that's not what I want to see. 2-drop? All right, well, that's like the worst thing, actually. That like, it literally is like the worst 2 cards I could have had for EE. Anything? We can't even like cycle it because then they just eat that. If I EE for 0, this just eats it, and then they just eat that, and then I just die that way. Man, this is like impossible. So if we put EE on 0, we blow these 2 up, eats both of them, they get a Thopter. Well, I guess they would eat the Thopter too, so this would become a 5/5, and then this would eat Ballista, and then it's a 6/6. I think that's like best case scenario. And like then we have to find something, we have to kill this before it just like ruins us. So they'll eat Ballista, they'll eat both of these, and the Thopter. Yeah, we just have to pass. I'm gonna cycle Troll, because I know they're gonna eat these anyway before my Troll, not that it really matters. Like they're gonna have food for this regardless. They pinged me instead of eating it. Interesting. I feel like it's like a wasted damage, right? Could have Blood Crypt. Yeah, that's weird. They could have eaten that, made it a 5/5. This will make it a 6/6. I mean, it's going to be a 6/6 Walking Ballista next turn anyway. So now we have to find a answer this turn or we lose. They drew Hardened Scales. So this is going to make it a 7/7. Now we lose. So they're going to eat that, make it a 7/7. Yeah. and then they just shoot us. Ugh, so rough. All right, welcome to the final match, and this hand looks pretty sick, so we're gonna keep this. We have turn 1 Troll into turn 2 Bitter Reunion, pitching Archon into turn 3 Persist. So let's hope that works out. Blood Crypt, it's not going to work out. Ragavan, okay. So this is Scam. I guess what would a league be if it wasn't against one Scam opponent? So we will lead off on a Swamp. And hopefully we make it to turn 3 before they Dolthy us. Dolthy or grief us. Hopefully they just like play Fable here. They get in front attack. They hit a land. That's good. Come on, just Fable. No Dolthy. Please no Dolthy. Fable. Love to see it. Let's get a Swamp. Now we get to pitch one of the 2 Archons we have. And as long as they don't Thoughtseize or grief us, we should be good to go. All right, pass. This comes down to this. I mean, we have a lot of threats, like a lot of stuff. I mean, they do get the loot twice. So, and they're, oh no. They're going to loot twice. If they play a land, Ragavan and Goblin Shaman, they're going to have 5 mana. So most likely we're not keeping this. Okay, they pitched land Ragavan, which good for them. We are most likely not getting to Persist though. That's unfortunate. Unless somehow they just drew absolutely nothing. Hopefully Monkey doesn't hit anything. Monkey hits Bitter Reunion. That's pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if they cast that. And rather than cast that, then any hand disruption at all. What's cool about this is if they don't Thoughtseize us. No, don't Thoughtseize us. They don't Thoughtseize us, we get to basically win with Persist, Archon, and Haste. Come on, please, please, let us untap. Yes. Oh man, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. So let's Persist Archon. Unless they have Terminate, which would be very unfortunate. But at least we get 1 trigger. They also don't run many Terminates main, if any at all. I guess some lists run like 3 randomly, but other lists don't run any. All right, that hits. Maybe they like use it before we sacrifice Bitter Reunion. They pitch Monkey. All right, come on, no Terminate. Yes. Wow, okay. They've drawn like a million cards and they didn't draw, I guess they haven't been drawing well. A bunch of not dead after all. So they're drawing like the wrong half of their deck pretty much. Wow, we just drew like a million cards here. All right, they go to 7. We pass and I guess we will discard an Archon. So if they have nothing, they lose. I mean, they could Fury Archon away, I guess. Croxa. Oh, they could copy Crooks if they want. All right, we'll discard Troll. All right, they're not going to give anything haste, fortunately. We don't care about Croxa. They could play Croxa if they want, but we can just push it. I don't see them getting out of this. They need to terminate Archon, which they don't have. They shock that in. Okay, so they're going to replay Croxa, push the Reflection. We can push whatever. Attack. Well, we don't have to push anything. We just attack with Archon and we win. Yeah, this does nothing. I'm even going to pitch a land just because I don't care. Kind of a cool guy like that. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'll pitch. Oh no, I don't want to give them that away, that information. I'll just pitch a land, keep that information safe. And then we draw Sheoldred. Normally we wouldn't pitch the land because we'd want land 4 for this, this, and this, and this, and this. But they take 8 regardless. I don't know what they were confused about. All right, so we are up against Scam, which we knew we would eventually have to face. So we have Leylines and Sheoldred. They're going to be playing their own like graveyard hate, so we can shave on a bunch of those. But we'll bring in these 5 and we'll board out maybe like another Archon. Bitter Union digs. Persist can get some good stuff back. Maybe like 1 Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is less good on the... So this hand does not have Leyline of the Void, but it does have these things, so let's keep. They also mulligan to 6. Maybe they're mulliganing to Leyline of the Void, and then they're going to be sad when we don't care as much. All right, they kept 6. Let's see if we get scammed here. Swamp, looks like it. Oh, just Thoughtseize, okay. Do they go Thoughtseize for Thoughtseize? That's always the best, when they mulligan and then they just take your Thoughtseize. Our hand's pretty Thoughtseize proof, like just like a bunch of medium cards that don't do too much. They did Thoughtseize for Thoughtseize, I love it. All right, we'll play Bloodstained Mire and pass. So this will get a Blood Crypt. They're gonna shock that in. Maybe play Dolthy? Oh, nothing. Okay, love to see it. That'll come to play tapped. Right on time. Leyline of the Void, okay. So we have, oh, actually, do we want to discard? Do we want to, I guess we'll just discard that actually. Because like we could end of turn Bowmasters, we could hold up Fatal Push, but this should be fine. They're not doing anything. I wonder if this is going to be like a Fable. Nothing, wow. I wonder if they just have like Furies and Griefs in hand. I would love to draw a Thoughtseize though. Blackleaf Cliffs. I think I'm going to hold up, do we just hold up Bowmasters? I don't know. They're fetching now because it's tough. We can Bitter Reunion. It's like awkward because we could Reunion, discard like a land and draw 2 here. We can hold up Bowmasters. It just sucks getting rid of anything graveyard related. So I think I'm going to be patient here, I think. Because we're assuming that they have like Griefs and Furies in hand because they're not doing anything. They could also have Bowmasters and they're waiting to go back and forth on that. Okay, so they do have pitching Dolphy. Okay, so they're gonna scam us here. All right, so let's see. So they have to take push and Bowmasters, I guess, because push just kills this with revolt, which we can get with Verdant Catacombs. So we'll see what they take first. They could just take both Bowmasters. They do take push. Okay, all right, and they do not dead after all. We're not going to cast anything. I wonder if they just take Bitter Reunion. What sucks is like, we're assuming that they have a Bowmasters in hand. So we're going to play ours end of turn. Then they're just going to play and kill ours. Okay, they did. Wow. Okay. So we'll play this and then we'll probably be met with our own Damnation. That's an interesting, let's pass here. Do we want to attack? Because they could Bowmasters one of our things. If they Bowmasters end of turn 4, 5, 6, 4, 14, 15, let's attack. If they don't do anything, all right, I'm going to flash this in then. I was going to say, if they're not going to do anything, I'm going to flash this in and get more damage in. Because we just have Damnation if they go like something crazy. So they don't have their own Bowmasters, which is pretty sweet. Drew another land. Hopefully they don't have like a hard cast Grief, which would be obnoxious. Dash Ragavan. All right, so best case scenario is their last card is a Undying effect, and they use it on Ragavan here. Would totally love that. It was not. Okay. I guess they're trying to like stem the bleeding. That is a good draw. So we'll get them for 3. Do they have their own Bowmasters here? Okay, they're just fetching. Play the One Ring. Crack while Archon. Okay, not really what we want. We want to draw while they're tapped out, just in case they, I mean, we know they don't have Bowmasters, but just in case they did, they'd draw it or whatever. They can't really keep attacking. They're going to lose the race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're way off casting this as well. Maybe Fury? Yes. Love to see it. So they're going to clear our board here. They can't attack. We're going to untap. We're going to Damnation, and they're going to concede. That is what I foresee. All right, this will go to Blood Crypt. Let's see if our prediction comes to fruition here. Let's see if they attack. Okay. Sometimes people attack because they forget. All right, we take 1. Damnation. Okay, they didn't instantly concede. We'll draw with the ring. Leyline of the Void again. Not really what we want. We do have push in case they draw anything like a Ragavan dash or something. All right, they pass. They could be Bowmasters. We're slowly losing life to this ring, which is not what we want. We would love a Sheoldred. And we got a Sheoldred. Yes. Okay. Hopefully they just like F6 through this. Sheoldred's in play. We crack the ring. Don't have terminate. Okay, Bowmasters is fine. I think they'll concede to this. They can't beat this. That's funny they did draw the Bowmasters though, but we had the perfect answer. And they concede. Very nice. Look at this. Very nice. Yeah, we would have just gained a bunch of life, drawn a million cards. 1, 2, 3. Another ring. Thoughtseize. Doesn't do anything. Okay. All right, so that was Rakdos Reanimator. We did get the 4-1. We lost a tough one to Hardened Scales, but we mulliganed a lot there, and they kind of had our number. But it's okay. We 4-1'd. We'll take it. So what'd you guys think about the deck? I thought it was pretty sweet. It has a little bit of everything going on. We have our removal, our disruption, our aggression, protection, card advantage, just payoffs. It just kind of does a little bit of everything, and it's pretty awesome. We can have like the nutso turns with persists with into Archon and Troll like you guys saw. Sometimes we can take our time with Beseech into the One Ring to Sheoldred. We finally got to cast Damnation, which did pretty cool things. Fortunately, we didn't have to play against any ley lines, but if we did, we have like the One Ring, Beseech. We can play Fables and just kind of play the fair game with Sheoldreds, Bowmasters, and things like that. So hopefully it would work out that way if we ever did play against Leyline of the Void. But overall, it's a pretty cool deck. I recommend you try it out. Thanks again to Arclight for coming up with the base for it. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.